Hello, everybody. This is Adina,
And this is Andrea.
and we are both Emma. We are answering to a question addressed to one of our weekly Q&A that we're doing every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. UK time under the concept of dating your job. One of the questions we receive it's about what makes you happy at work and how you can, I think, align this purpose with money. Money is a big thing. Money is a big motivator.
Huge.
I think for me, especially, isn't it, Andrea? I mean, I know myself, and I was talking with Andrea before we started to record this. It's different for both of us. Well, a lot of things are different, but even this is different. For me, I had in my career a lot of option when I had to choose either money, either enjoyment, and I've done both because I was considering if you don't like the job, at least you have a good salary. If you like the job, it's good also to have a good salary, but I would sacrifice a little more there. So I would take a little of a pay cut because it was important to enjoy. And I've done that working for charities or other things where you cannot earn the same because it was important for my mission. However, um, I think it's very, very important your relationship with the money in general. Do you see them as a source of creating independence for you? Do you see them as a value that kind of underline your qualities? Do you feel you need to be rewarded? Do you know your worth on the market in general? It's very important to know it because if you don't know it, you will get whatever is offered to you. If you know it, you can negotiate your value very clearly. And this is not in comparison with other people. This is a big mistake a lot of people do. They compare, oh, these are earning like this, I need to earn. No, you're very unique. What do you think you worth? Because it's not only about what you study, it's your experience. It's how do you apply everything you learned in order to solve some of the issues that for some people take hours. You solve them in 10 minutes. How is your constructive criticism? How do you give feedback to people in order to improve things? Or how do you see little cracks that come along if you follow that path that somebody decided? How do you make yourself heard? What is your position in general in the place you are? Do you think people treat you as you treat yourself with the same value or not? Do you negotiate your value? Is it one of the love language that we talk under this concept? It is one of your love language to receive awards or gifts? Because for me it was. So for me, if somebody came and they were trying me to reward with kind words, you're amazing, whatever, I said, yeah. But what about a reward in
Paycheck.
a gift, money or something? It was important. That's how I felt rewarded. And some people didn't understand. I said, this is my language. This is my love language at work. It's fine. You don't need to be the same like me. But this is how I feel validated. And the same, if you start to step into different projects, be clear from the beginning what you want to get, because if not, you'll get disappointed, frustrated, but people wouldn't even know what you want. So for me, it was very clear when I was getting different offers. Do you want to do this? Do you want to manage other people and make sure they are all fine? I said, okay, what's in it for me? Oh, you'll get experience. Oh, that's nice. I have the experience already. What about other things? Because I was already doing that. I'm not saying not to do it when you've never done it. I think it's an amazing opportunity, but for how long? There were people who did it hoping they would get promoted and they never did. So then they felt that they were using, the company used them. So be careful. How do you position these money things? And I think just to go for the money, it doesn't help. If at the end you're tired and okay, you have a lot of money that you don't have what to do with. I'm not saying money hurts, but money for me is just now. It's just a way of being free and having much free in the sense of much more freedom with my time, how I play with it, what do I do. flexibility. And of course, you can buy yourself nice stuff, but it's never that satisfaction. It's, however, I do think it's a validation, how I see it. I still see it, of what I learned until now, because I learn a lot. I can help a lot of people. I can do a lot of things. So that means my value as a person, it's increased. Because my advice, it's different than other people who didn't do everything I've done, because I'm unique with all my experiences. So then it takes less time for me to spot an error or to spot things that I think they need to be improved. And the currency for this in general, it's money in a way or other. So this is my opinion. Andrea?
Well, for a lot of people, their worth, their inner worth is connected to the money they're making. For me, it was never an issue. I actually undervaluated myself for a long time. If you would check the salary, I would make the biggest salary in the team. But if you check the activity, I would work like 5 people work. So in the end, it was not a fair play deal. And I didn't notice that for a long while. Why? Because money, I had the money I wanted. For me, money was to spend on things. So it was enough. I did what I wanted to do. So I went on holiday. I bought myself what I really wanted. And if I really wanted something, I always had the money to do it. It was not very important. And that was in my head. In my heart, because that was the contradiction, I actually felt underpaid. I was always working more than I was paid for. And it's very interesting how it reflected on my presentation. I started undervaluating myself in presentations, just saying I know more than I did. And it became a habit. So first, I remember very clearly a line from one of the people who was interviewing me after the first awkward questions. And then, I don't know, he asked me a question and I started telling us that, and he said, you don't know how to sell yourself. You're doing all these things and you don't talk about them. I need to force it out of you. So money and value for me sat on different ends of the scale. So there was a contradiction there as well. I'm bringing this in discussion right now because purpose with money, for me, it's a kind of contradiction. Purpose is one thing, money is another. How do they come together? Well, you tell me. What's your purpose for money? What do you want to make money for? Because once you know, I need money to buy a yacht, and then you know the amount you want, and you can calculate how much work you need to put in to buy that boat. I want money to go twice a year to vacations in the Maldives. That's a certain amount, right? So you can calculate that. Does that fit into your dream? Does that fit into your job? Does that fit into your knowledge skill? Do you want to go up? Do you need to upgrade? Do you need to learn more? Do you need to change domains to get where you want to get? There are a lot of questions here. I would say purpose connects more with value than money. And value can mean different things. But money is a resource. What do you use money for? Right now, like Adina said, our values are changing a little bit. And for me, time is a bit more valuable than money. So because time is a valuable resource, I equate time with money. So if you offer me now time and money, I would rather take time. I would love money, but I would rather take time than money. How do I get both? That's I need to work that out. And there is an equation there. So it's a resource, is fitting resources to see where you are. And it's a very interesting equation to do. And it's a lot about a lot of things. It's psychological. How do you feel? It's relational. What's your relationship with the job, with the money, with what's your love language, like Adina said. It's commercial. How do you sell yourself? How do you position yourself so you get what you want? So there are a lot of perspectives you can look at to fit into that. We need more juice on this question. So feel free to ask us more. We need some clarifications. No, there are so many directions we can go into with the details. So please ask us more with details. That's it for me. On to the next
That's
video.
it for me. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.